keep running out of rockets. Well, not running out of rockets per se, but just running a little bit low, and considering that we've got all of this gunpowder, it makes sense to just build a stockpile of rockets. And I can get all of my sugarcane that I need for paper from this machine here. So all I need to do is load it up with some bone meal, hit the go button, and it should just go, which is awesome. What a good little contraption this is, absolutely love it. And I think that I shouldn't need to run this for too long before I actually have enough. Hang on a sec, why is there a... Hang on a second, what's wrong here? Let me flick that on. We've got no sugarcane, no dirt, and there's a crafting table where the minecart... In the last episode, there was that minecart with the hopper and I didn't know where it came from. This is where it came from. An enderman must have taken away this dirt block here and released the water and it pushed it out. Fortunately, it's an easy fix. I've just got to stick this rail on this hopper and then stick a minecart hopper here. I've put the dirt in place and the sugarcane, so now I should just be able to flick this and it should work. Fingers crossed. Yeah, there we go. Sugarcane production is in full force again. I will build a fully automatic version of this soon, but this will serve for now. And instead of running back and forth to a single crafting bench, I'm just going to whack one here, just for rocket production. But don't worry, I'm not going to spend the entire episode just making rockets, that's just the first thing that we're going to do. What I'm actually going to do in this episode is expand our base a little bit, because some of our storage, like the wall for example, just isn't keeping up with the production levels that we have going on. So I need to make some changes. It's going to mean a whole new addition to the base. But there we go, there it is. We have rockets for days. I'll just whack these in the chest. Rick can use them, I can use them, we can trade them, whatever. Anyway, let's roll that intro. It's been a while since my last episode, and if you're interested in knowing why, all of the answers are over on my Twitter or my Instagram, so follow me there for behind the scenes updates. Rick has been a busy boy once again. He's made additions to the base. If I just pop out here through the meeting room, you can see this platform, which is the bottom of a crane. It's like the lift area of a crane. It's actually very difficult to catch the scope of what he's done, but I think if I was just to pop up here, in fact, I'm going to run along this part that he's built. So he's built like these arm things, and honestly, the use of end rods and chains, it must have taken him just forever just to place all of these. Look at these chains that he's put in here, placing them end to end. But you can see to the right, there's a crane. To the left, there's like a structure, a tower, and later on we'll give him something else to build around. But for now, I've got something that I need to get done. And it's this, Rainey's redstone box. This is what I'm going to have in my ender chest at all times so that I can do redstone on the go. But we're running a little bit low on redstone supplies because we haven't actually got any farms up and running that produce redstone. I know I could buy them from the villagers, but I don't want to be messing around with them right now. So instead, I'm going to get them the old-fashioned way and go mining for them. I've got Fortune 3 and there's no minecart there. Well, that's useless, isn't it? What was the point of me building this track? So I'm going to do some strip mining down in our mine. I'm going to pick up some, obviously, redstone, but maybe even some diamonds, and obviously we could do with some deep slate as well for some future builds. Well, I'm back, and that wasn't actually as successful as I'd hoped it would be. I've got a few bits, but not as much redstone as I was hoping for. In fact, I think I'm going to need to go out again. All that I managed to grab was what you can see here. I've got 16 diamonds, some lapis, and a little bit of deep slate as well. So I think, yeah, we're going to need another source. Now, in one of the previous episodes, I forget which one, Rick and I went and did a bit of exploring of the caves underneath our base, and we didn't really do much in the way of resource gathering. We just kind of lit it up. So I'm going to go back to those caves and try and get some redstone, but instead of me narrating what happens, I'm going to get my friend, actually the best man at my wedding, to narrate. He is not a Minecraft player. This is either going to work really well, or it's going to turn out to be really shit. I'm editing this episode, and did this work? No. I cannot believe the bloody audio didn't record. Well, that was a waste of time. Well, I've got absolutely no idea if that worked or not, but I am back and I did get enough redstone to at least be able to put together a fairly decent redstone projects box. So I'm just going to sort out my inventory, build some redstone components and whack them into the box. And there we have it. I'm sure I'm missing a few things, but for the most part we have everything that we need to be able to do redstone on the go. So I'm going to whack this in my ender chest and move on to the next thing. I really want to know how that voiceover went. I'm really intrigued to see what a non-Minecraft player will make of just a standard caving expedition. But we're down here at the bottom of the base and Rick has been busy building up these... I don't even know what to call this. It's not really a slime farm, is it? Not in the conventional sense, but what we've got is a load of iron golems on the top of cactus pillars, and obviously the slimes then try and attack the iron golems. All of the slime balls end up in this hopper line, and then they end up getting shot up to the top into the sorting system. So it is a slime farm, I suppose. But I mentioned at the beginning of the episode that we needed to expand our storage because, well, if the white wall is anything to go by, all of these storage units are going to run out of space before long. I could just stick another chest underneath, but then we're just prolonging the inevitable. Really, what we need is a bigger storage system. We could also do with some auto storage for the mob farm drops as well, because this, it makes my skin crawl. It's just a jumbled mess. This isn't good enough. This isn't the quality of Minecraft that we expect. But what I've got in mind is a big project, like a huge project. So I think I'm going to just procrastinate for a little bit and go out and explore some of the additional structures, because Rick has managed to fix the additional structures add-on. Well, this looks awfully suspicious. I don't see why a player would just put a mound of gravel here, but yeah, it is just a mound of gravel. How very strange. That's not really the structures. Oh, what are you? What are these two things over here? These, I don't think, are player made. I think this is part of the generated structures. Let's go and explore this. I know that there are different types of these structures. This one is obviously the abandoned kind, so we get some string, I suppose. That's nice, not that we need it. Oh, this is really cool. This is, if you just started out, this would be a great sort of starter house to take over. We've got some amazing little starter items in there. Nothing that's really useful for me now. I've got an armchair in case we just want to sit here, and trapdoor that goes up. I mean, yeah, this has obviously got some lore behind it, I suppose. And is there anything decent in this chest? I mean, like bread and stuff like that, some early game tools that we could use. It's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, as a starter base, this would just be good to come across and kind of settle into. I wish we'd had this when we first started off. And this one just looks like more of the same. Oh, there's a little scarecrow down there. That's pretty cool. I mean, he's just kind of in there, isn't he? Just, yeah, weird. Oh, what's this now? Wow, this is also, there's a pillager there that I need to be wary of. Let me just land in this house because I don't want to attract all of them and end up setting off a raid or something like that. Oh, I'm in. I've dropped in. This is so cool. It really does look like a previous generation of players have just left their stuff here before moving on to their main bases. It's all overgrown. It's really cool. There's definitely got to be some lore behind this. But this is what I'm looking forward to the most. I really want to see what's going on in this tower. Now it looks like someone has already been here, but that's alright. Let me just grab my spyglass out and have a little look. Yeah, I reckon it's been raided already, but what's the harm in going over there and having a little look, other than maybe taking on a couple of pillagers, which, let's be honest, we're in full Netherite armor now. It really shouldn't be an issue. I reckon I can just kind of pop up to the top maybe and work my way down, or, I mean, what's on this bottom level? Anything here worth noting? Doesn't look like it. I mean, if it's been raided, there wouldn't be, would there? Alright, yeah, let me just pop all the way up to the top, do a little bit of flying around now that we've got pretty much infinite rockets, which is awesome. There is a chest up the top here. I'm willing to bet there's nothing in it. Looks like someone's blown that up with TNT, doesn't it? Yeah, nothing in the chest, but that's alright. I'm sure there will be more of these dotted around the world. I've not seen anything like this in Minecraft before. When we were talking about add-ons and whether or not we should have certain structures involved, I was a little bit dubious because I thought to myself, well, do we want to change too much about the vanilla style of gameplay? But this actually is really, really cool. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the battle. They are, emeralds. I wonder if I could turn this into a farm. I really wonder if I could turn this... Oh, they keep coming. Oh, they keep coming. There's more of them. Are they just spawning from somewhere? Is there like one of the cages, one of the monsters spawning cages somewhere? Or do they just spawn when you're outside of a certain range? Unless it's based on a pillager tower. maybe the pillager towers have been repurposed. We are quite close to a village actually, so yeah, maybe that's what it is. I'm going to pop down another level and just see if there's anyone else down here. I reckon that there will be. They really seem to make like these old man sounds. I don't know how else to describe it. It really reminds me of a granddad sitting in his armchair just kind of going yeah, alright, well look, I don't think there's anything more for us to see here. I'm going to fly back to base. We've got a project that I've been putting off, but yeah, that's really cool. I can't wait to see more of those in the world. Well, I've marked everything out, I've got my resources together, I've got my armor stand in place to make sure that I'm within the lines, because, you know, colouring within the lines is quite important in Minecraft. So yeah, let's do this as a time lapse and expand that storage system. I think we're pretty much there. We've now doubled the size of our storage. All of the input hoppers are all around the outside. I've got this temporary chest here that I was using just to kind of test it, and it's working fine. But I have actually hooked it up to the main storage system. As you can see here, it follows it all the way through. And I've kind of got some auto storage sorted for the old mob drops on the right, and this left hand set of chests is for all of the miscellaneous items, so we've got a lot of extra space there. And if we just pop over to the wall section really quickly, all I need to do now is move all of these stacks of wall over to their new slots. And I'm just going to grab a little bit of everything so that I can put the fillers in place, and then I'll come and bulk move all of the wall all together. And if I've done this right, which I think that I have, we should have all colours of wall over here, which is awesome. And then the next thing that I need to do is come over to our miscellaneous / mob drop section and just organise this a little bit better. All of the filters are set up, but I need to move the existing items into their correct chests. And several hours later, I've been very busy, but I've made a lot of progress. So if I just pop over here to what was the wall section, I've actually decided to use this as a sort of kitchen area. So we're going to have all of the different food types in these chests. But as you can see, they are, well, almost all clear. Now they're all clear of any wall that was there before. So that I'm very happy with. We can store all of our pork chops and carrots and all that sort of stuff as it comes in. And we can fit another double chest underneath. So I'm pretty happy with how this has worked out. And as you can see over here, we've got our auto sorter all organised for all of the mob drops. Some of them have got doubles, some of them have only got single lots, but they all are sorted in terms of auto filtering. So as the mob farm runs in the background, they will just carry on collecting, and anything that doesn't end up in any of the designated chests will end up over here in the miscellaneous section, which, as I said earlier, we've now got a hell of a lot more space to store stuff. And I've also gone ahead and put markers in place for the item slots in the new auto sorting system. So that, of course, is all of the wall, and as you can see here, it's all moved across. And then we've got kelp, and then prismarine, dark prismarine, all things that we weren't able to store previously because we just didn't have the space for it. I don't know why that slot is missing. Oh, I see. Okay, so yeah, I've only got the one sea lantern in there. It is all nicely organised, nicely put in place, and we can kind of just dump everything into the sorting system. It will auto sort pretty much everything, and then we can just go to the relevant chest that we want. And we've got so much more space to work with, so many more slots to fill up as time goes on, because there are definitely going to be slots that I just haven't thought of. This base is coming along lovely. Look at that. That's absolutely amazing. What a good view we have from here. But that's all that I have time for in this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. I apologise again for the big gap between episodes. It'll probably be a while before my next one. But if you enjoyed this, leave a like. And if you really loved it, don't forget to subscribe. But for now, I'm out. See ya. It's just been a busy couple of months. I've started up a filming company, I've been promoted at work, it's just been all go, go, go. And to be honest, I felt a little bit of burnout from making so many Minecraft videos so quickly. So I will get back to it. If you want to keep up to date with that, do go ahead and follow me on Twitter or on Instagram. But yeah, hope to catch you in the next one.